I don't think Rich likes to stay in one place too long.
All up in this performance, there are well over 84. That is absolutely insane.
And look at them literally hovering above us. It's extraordinary what this aircraft can do.
It's just sitting there.
You will not see another pit special do anything like this. It's amazing. Ways to improve this aircraft with technology, engineering expertise brought in from all sources. The aircraft, where it's based, they work tirelessly to make sure that the aircraft's kept in pristine condition, but also been working to improve the jet performance as well.
I will not see another pit special perform like this.
I don't think Rich likes to stay in one place too long.
Manufacturing facilities and training airfields would be under the potential of Luftwaffe bombing. So the Empire Air Training Scheme was introduced, whereby Britain went to what are now known as the Commonwealth countries to undertake flying training to steer pilots back into the RAF. Countries that participated in that included Australia, New Zealand, Canada, then Rhodesia, South Africa, even I'm trying to think, Singapore. Before the fall of Singapore, they produced a number of pilots as well. And this was the aircraft that undertook the advanced training. So you do your elementary flying training in Tiger Moths. If you're in England, maybe go over to Canada and then fly the AT-6 over there, or the same thing happened in South Africa. And then you would be sent over to England, perhaps flying fighters, bombers, transport aircraft. But it was a feeder line for pilots. 131,000 of them came out of that scheme.
That's a wonderful sound from that engine. So you mentioned Empire just there. This particular aircraft has also starred in a film. It was painted up in the Japanese Zero colours for 1994 for the filming of Empire of the Sun, where it had some additional work carried out to make the rear canopy look a little bit more realistic as the Zero aircraft. And then 2005 it was repainted again in the colours of the aircraft of His Royal Highness Prince Philip, the one that he flew for his advanced flight training. And at that time his Harvard bore the 5 stars denoting his rank of Marshal of the Royal Air Force.
It's got an incredible history, this machine.
So if you're interested in taking a
lovely scheme for this aircraft, a lot of Harvards or harbours as they were known to the Commonwealth countries, sent to North Africa where they were used for refresher training. Of course, there were also schools there for people to fly the Spitfire and Hurricane, operational training units. The Empire Air Training Scheme greatly benefited from these aircraft. It was a scheme produced in
2010 and based out of Stansted, and then enjoyed really loving vintage aircraft, so started flying vintage aircraft in 2007, but also still instructs part-time at Finland at the very school that he learned to fly at. He's got over 500 hours on tailwheel type alone, including the Tiger Moth, Stearman.
Used by as I said, the US Army Air Corps and then later the US Army Air Force, because the US Air Force didn't exist until 1947. Also used by the US Navy under the designation SNJ. Some of those Navy aircraft were actually fitted with arrestor hooks for carrier landing training. Very rugged and reliable. Just under 15,500 of these were manufactured in the United States and Canada. And originally designated the BC-1 and then BC-2, more advanced version. BC for Basic Combat. All these designations changed over time. Generally known as the T6.
So today is available for flight training as well as experience flights. You can also countryside, and if you're interested, just go to the website to have a look for the Wacky Rabbit at t6harvard.com.
Because the aircraft still around the world training pilots for the role in which it was originally intended. It fitted with higher and higher powered engines, both the Rolls-Royce Avon and of course the Avro Canada Arenda. Pakistan Air Force was equipped with the Sabres. Again showing that wonderful swept wing platform. Aircraft was fitted with speed. First went into service with the US Air Force Strategic Air Command in 1949 and was the principal fighter of the US Air Force in the Korean War, entering combat in December 1950. Again showing that wonderful swept wing platform. Aircraft was fitted with speed. It fitted with higher and higher powered engines, both the Rolls-Royce Avon and of course the Avro Canada Arenda. Pakistan Air Force was equipped with the Sabres. DST for Douglas Sleeper Transport, where they would do the transcontinental flight overnight, allowing their passengers to sleep. US Army Air Corps received its first militarised DC-3 in August 1939, and they flew in every theatre of war. 1200 horsepower. This aircraft was prolific in its operations during the Second World War.
Of all those three, it was the P-47 that played the biggest role in the lead up to D-Day, softening up the German Luftwaffe at its bases on the ground.